Okay, so it is the next day here. The overdrive is disassembled. Just the annulus is not pressed out, but we are gonna buy a shop press, and then I'm gonna take this apart. But I ordered all the parts needed, and by the time they come, I guess we're gonna have a press here. So while I'm waiting for the parts to come, I was thinking of start working a little bit on the 74 TR6 that you see here behind this overdrive. And what to do on it? Well, we have a gearbox for that, but it is a regular gearbox and doesn't have overdrive. So what did we do? Of course, we bought another gearbox which has overdrive, A-type overdrive again. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Where is one, there's another. Why don't I just disassemble this one as well and see if it needs any parts as well? Because this gearbox, as you can see here, the solenoid is missing and it is unknown condition, and the overdrive is in unknown condition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it apart, I'm gonna assess everything. If anything needs to be changed, we're gonna change it. If anything needs to be overhauled, we're gonna overhaul it. We're gonna buy a solenoid for it, and even the casing here is broken. So that's what I'm gonna do next. Yeah, that's me. I can live without one, but I can't live with only one. Okay, so it's all cleaned up, and now I'm gonna drain the oil, if there is any. We'll see. Like I said, unknown condition. Obviously without oil, the condition is not very good. I hope it wasn't driven without oil. There is a little oil in the transmission, but nothing in the overdrive. Not good. So as we learned our lesson from yesterday, we have to take this cover off first. We have to remove the solenoid, but there's no solenoid on this one. And the reason the solenoid to be removed is so you can protect it and it doesn't break by chance. But obviously somebody already did that. So we don't need to take care of that, somebody broke it already. Okay, so next we're gonna have to split them, but I learned my lesson now. We have to remove the nuts on the short bolts, and then the two longs will be the last ones. So, because that's gonna release the springs slowly. And now we start with the long rods, and we're gonna do it slowly, parallel on both sides, so we release the springs. They're both loose, but it's not separating. Okay. Started going. Okay. This time we didn't pull the springs. And as you can see, and I found this out too today, there are two different types of springs. The longer ones go in the inside and the shorter one goes outside. And they are also marked with different colors. And that's the cam for the pump. This drives the pump here, pushes in and out, and pumps oil. Okay, so we don't need the gearbox anymore. Actually, the idea for this one is to take also the adapter plate from this one and put it in our gearbox for the 74 TR6, because according to the previous owner, that gearbox was rebuilt by British Leyland and it's in perfect condition. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this adapter plate from here and we're gonna put it on our gearbox, because this is unknown condition and I don't want to deal with that as well right now. I want to deal with the overdrive only. We will see later the future of this gearbox. Okay, so now we're gonna have to take those 8 springs out. And we'll leave this for later here. So next thing, we're gonna remove the lever from here. This lever is also messed up. Okay, the lever is out, and this is the spacer piece that was missing on the other one. Actually, you know what? Should I bring you closer, guys? So now you should see better. So this should be the spacer piece here, which looks seized. There you go. Started moving. A little bit. Okay, some PV blaster should give it the power it needs. There you go. This is the spacer piece that you didn't put there. Here the whole housing is broken. I hope it is available and we can buy it. Because that will be a problem. Yeah, before doing that, I think we need to remove the operating valve from here, or at least the spring, the plunger and the bow. I also ordered today the pressure gauge for here, so that should be here too when we have the parts. Wow. Okay. Oh, now what? I need a couple more hands. Oh. Okay. We have the plug, we have the spring, we have the plunger, and we have the bow. These are two separate parts. You see, this is the bow and the plunger there. Okay, so now I can continue with this side. Remove the operating piston. No, what piston was this? Forgot the name of the piston. So here, careful, because there's a big spring, you remember? So that's the big spring. The sleeve looks fine. And now the piston is inside, and do you remember the trick? We have to put the bow back. So there's the bow. There is an O-ring here, which also was missing on the other one. Now I noticed. So that's a good mechanic. He doesn't need too many parts. Why put them? They're just extra, you know. Okay, so now I have the bow inside, so I have to apply air so the piston can fly out. So the air is here, I just need to grab the piston. There you go. That's the piston. And the rings look okay. But the accumulator is still inside. Now I have to find a way to remove the accumulator from there. I made this hook, and carefully not to scratch the sides. I'm gonna pull the... Okay. Good. Okay. So what I did, I reached underneath and grabbed with the hook here. Looks good. So next we're gonna remove this check valve here. So this is basically the same as the operating valve, but the bow is smaller. And when I said bow, we still haven't removed the other bow from here. So let me remove the spring, and the plunger flew away. And I'm already missing this bow from here. I forgot to take it out and now it disappeared. Here. Good. Now the other bow from here is smaller. There you go. This is the smaller bow from the check valve. Okay. I still haven't bought the tool for the oil pump. So I'm gonna leave it for now. And I'm gonna disassemble the operating pistons. And we will see if they have rubber rings or steel rings. But so far so good. The overdrive looks good, huh? We'll see. And now I have to bend the top washers. And by the way, these top washers are not available, at least in most motors. So it would be a good idea if we keep them safe and don't break them. So next, the nuts on the bridges, the top washers, the bridge. Okay. Let's put one piston and see. Okay, rubber. Okay. And now we can split the two housings and the brake plate. You see, this is what I'm talking about. On the other one we had a big hole here covered with what was it called? Freeze plug or core plug they call it. So here there's no hole, and that's in all the other overdrive that I've seen, there's no hole here. So here the only way to pull out the pinion, the speedo pinion, is this way. But that needs to happen before we pull the annulus out, right? So for now I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna split the two parts. Okay, I don't know guys, when did you leave me, but at some point your battery ran out and I didn't notice. So we are at a very important moment here. I want to see again if these gears inside the planetary gears are lined up, so we're gonna have to pull this up, and there they are. So you remember I was telling you on the other overdrive that there are marks on each gear and they need to be all seen. Okay, there's one. So you see there's one mark here, and of course the other one is here, and of course the third one is here. I hope you can see them. Yeah, do a good job. So this is the sun gear, and here everything looks fine. No play here. So these bearings are fine. Well, the whole overdrive looks in a good shape. That's good. So we're gonna change only gaskets, O-rings, and we're gonna be ready to go. So the unidirectional clutch. Need to pull this out somehow. Okay. So I pulled it out. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. They should be 12. We're missing one here. Here there is this thrust washer with eventually adjusting plate, adjusting washer underneath. Can't really remove it now. It's brass, of course, so I can't even pull it with a magnet. The film of oil is holding it like very strong. Okay, there you go. So there's no adjusting spacer here, so only this washer and the annulus. But for the annulus we said we're gonna have to remove the speedometer pinion and then press this out, but that's gonna happen when we get the press. So I'm happy with the assessment of this one. It turns out that all the parts are there, everything is in good condition. We're just gonna change the O-rings and the gaskets, and we'll measure the end play and pressure and stuff, and that's it. So I can order the parts for this one as well and go from there. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.